Hi, Ashley. I wanted to comment on your post because I had learned some of the same things that you did, some of the same insights, and then I also had some of the same concerns that you did through the different course materials for the week. So one of them being that technology grows or has grown at this exponential rate, and the advancement that has come already is just so large, and that was not something that I was aware of. I'm a little younger, and so technology and the internet is something I always grew up with. And although I definitely have seen it develop from the dial-up internet to just, being on our phones or on our smartwatches, I definitely didn't realize like the rate that it has changed or has grown over time, because then I think also working in social work and working in a field and previously working with some impoverished families, and working in a lower SES community, like I worked in a school district at one point, I've seen different people that haven't really even had access to the internet and known of people having to use public libraries to use the internet. So I guess I didn't really understand the rate that it had grown at. So to me, that was just very intriguing, growing up in this society where internet has always been a thing, but then also seeing how somebody hasn't always had it was very interesting for me. And I was wondering kind of like what your experience was, that was shocking to you, that internet hasn't always been around or that technology has grown so much and advanced. I think I also shared the same concern as technology and robots taking over employment, right? So I grew up in Michigan, where the car industry is huge. We have the GM factories, Ford factories, just everything here. And my family was generational line workers in the factories. So both my grandparents, my dad still works in the car industry, and we can see how we personally saw how that when they had these robots and technological advances come in to taking over jobs, that definitely impacted families and, shut down our community here. I was able to see that kind of firsthand experience. And so I think that the technological advances, while they're wonderful because they can help us, like you said, with eventually having this kind of world knowledge and helping us to have breaks in like medical advancements and such, they also have that very negative impact on families. And while I believe that, this idea of humans being able to explore their passions and their hobbies and really pursue things that they want is wonderful, because who wouldn't want to have some extra time for self-care? I also see how that maybe not be so realistic in our society. And, there's definitely challenges that come with that, unless there are going to be other policies, procedures, governmental changes, just lots of different things that happen to kind of create that utopian society, right? So I feel as if technology is advancing so quickly. It's great, concerning, and also so impactful. So I was wondering if you had any personal experiences either, or if you had any ideas on how this could impact families in a different way as well. I would love to hear some of your different thoughts, and kind of how all three of these combine into one, because, as we saw, again, technology advancing, wonderful, being able to have technology and the computers like cognitive abilities to be able to have like these different breaks, like they were talking about with the medical breakthroughs and such, but then also knowing that research has shown that a lot of communities and places don't even have the access to internet, how all three of those are very impactful. And then sorry, the door shut, the wind scared me. And then having these societies that don't have that kind of come in, how they would be impacted through finding their through this utopian society, and what that would look like. Just kind of food for thought, and I'd love to hear anything or any insight that you have on that. Thank you.